My name is Jennifer and welcome back to my channel, the CRPS Network. Today I'd like to talk about caregivers and the caregivers for people that have CRPS. What are some of the things that you would like them to know about helping you with your CRPS? Today I'm going to go through tips for caregivers, and these can be things that can help them along with their caregiving journey. Okay, the first is you need to take care of yourself first. You need to take care of your physical and your mental health first, because if you're not healthy, you are not going to be able to be a caregiver for somebody that has CRPS. So make sure that your needs are being met first, and then you are in a position to help somebody else. Okay, the next tip is to accept that you just can't fix the person. A lot of times, and I see this a lot with men, they always want to fix a problem. If there's a problem, they want to find a solution for it. And unfortunately, we know that there is not a solution that's just going to completely get rid of CRPS. So just accepting that you can't always fix the situation. Having empathy and listening to the person can be enough. If you are living with somebody or caring for somebody with CRPS and they're in a lot of anguish, just sitting down and listening to them and having some empathy can be all that they need. They don't always need a solution. Next tip is just to know that your loved one can't always do the things that they used to. And this can include simple tasks like cooking dinner or loading the dishes. I know sometimes it seems silly to hear your loved one maybe say that they can't stir the cake batter, but this actually does really cause a lot of pain to people using their limbs. So just being aware that the person isn't just making up excuses, that it's not just that they don't want to do laundry and they want you to do it. They are really being truthful with the fact that some of these really simple tasks, day-to-day tasks, they have a lot of trouble doing without experiencing a great deal of increased pain later. My next tip kind of goes along with that is offer help before it's asked. I know for myself, it's really difficult for me to ask for help. It's something that I've struggled with my entire life. I usually just as soon do something myself rather than ask somebody else to do it. So especially if you're living with or caring for that type of personality or person, offering up help before it's asked is really valuable, is just a huge weight lifted off of them. So anytime you can volunteer to help out with something, that's great. Okay, the next thing is just be aware that it is probably going to take longer for your person, loved one, to do things, accomplish things that they did before. It may take them a lot longer to get ready. Maybe before it only took your wife 30 minutes to get ready, take a shower and get ready, and now it may take her an hour and a half. So just being patient and putting extra time in your schedule to allow for somebody that's going to be a little slow moving to be accompanying you. So just allowing that extra time is important. Also realize that sometimes plans may get canceled. You know I'm the type of person that once I commit to something, I don't ever like to cancel on people, but over the years I've realized that it's not always realistic for us, and to be okay with that. It was very hard to me just to accept the fact that I may have to cancel on people, and it's okay. So being aware that that may happen in the future and just sort of preparing yourself for the fact that Plans may get canceled at the last minute because the person with CRPS is not feeling well or just not able to make it out, and that's okay. Okay, the next piece of advice is to help your loved one be an advocate at their doctor's. Say they're going to a doctor's appointment, going with them, helping them speak up. Sometimes they need somebody to speak up when they're feeling powerless. So being an advocate for somebody and their health is really huge for them. Okay. The next piece of advice I'd like to give is just having patience and support, and realizing that sometimes your reaction to the person having the pain can really set the tone or the environment in the house. And what I mean by this is sometimes a person with CRPS may be in a lot of stress or anguish, they're in a lot of pain, and the person that is maybe living with them, their spouse, depending on how they react, some spouses react very angrily. Some people react anywhere from having a lot of anger to an overprotective sort of response to that. In knowing that how you react may change the whole environment in the house. Okay, the next piece of advice is just realizing that the person's pain fluctuates. Waking up every day is sometimes like a whole new experience. Some days I may wake up and it's going to be an arm pain day. Some days it might be a leg pain. Some days it's an all over. And sometimes that even can change minute to minute. So realizing that maybe you have plans, you get out somewhere, you go to a store, maybe you're going to see a movie, and the person says, I'm in a lot of pain, realizing that maybe they weren't in pain an hour ago, but they're in severe pain now, and knowing that that can change minute to minute. It's not that the person's making excuses that they just want to leave, or, it really can change that quickly and dramatically. Okay, the next piece of advice is to make sure to tune into those nonverbal cues. I know myself, I don't like to continually complain about pain that I'm in. Even though I might be experiencing some increased pain, I might not always verbalize that. So picking up on those nonverbal cues can be really important, and developing your sense of picking up on those cues can be important. So if you are noticing your loved one, maybe they're having a grimace look on their face, or they're having difficulties repositioning themselves because they're uncomfortable or in pain, you might know that they're in some increased pain and maybe they need some extra help today. Okay, and the last piece of advice I have for you is just practicing self-appreciation. And this, being a caregiver can be a very thankless job. So making sure that you do things to reward yourself and pat yourself on the back, give yourself some kudos, and let yourself know that you're doing a fantastic job, and maybe even rewarding yourself by, maybe once a month you go and buy yourself a new treat, or go on a trip once a year to reward yourself. Some sort of self-appreciation is really important. Okay, so those are all my tips for today. If you have any tips you'd like to share for a caregiver, or maybe you're a caregiver and you have some good suggestions, make sure to leave them in the comments section below. I hope you found this video helpful today. If so, make sure to give it a thumbs up so that other people can find it. I make new videos every week, so click on the subscribe button and ring the bell to be notified of when I make the next one. Till next time, take care.